Welcome to another Firefly beading tutorial. Today I'm just going to show you how to do a simple memory wire bracelet using the coils we sell here at Firefly. Memory wire bracelets are good for all ages and really easy to do. They also are great if you don't know the exact wrist size for someone because they can fit to most sizes. I like to usually do between 3 to 5 coils when doing a memory bracelet. Two tools I like to have are 2 chain nose pliers to open any jump rings, round nose pliers to finish off the bracelet, and a pair of memory wire cutters. Very important. You don't want to use any other cutters when doing this kind of project. So I have a few charms and about 70 beads per color. And then we have our memory wire, which we sell in packs like this. You'll see our memory wire bracelets are 2 1/4 diameter, 2 1/4 inch diameter. That's how wide they are. And then there's 12 coils per pack. This is what the coils look like. Memory wire has been hardened and keeps its shape. It's not very easy to bend, but it will hold its shape for some time. I like to start on the end, find the little end piece, and I like to start with, like I say, about 4 coils. So I find the end piece, and then I will cut on the 4th coil. So you see 1, 2, 3, and then here's the 4th one. Using your memory wire cutters, you're just going to cut pretty much straight across from that original end. And you should be left with about 4 coils. The more you do these, the more you'll figure out how much wire you're really going to need, or if you want more wire. But using your round nose pliers, you're going to grab about 1/4 of the way in, and you're just going to twist the wire around. Now you could stop here like this, but I like to do a double, almost like a split ring or a keychain ring kind of look. So I just keep coiling it down and keeping the same diameter until I have 2 loops. It should end up looking pretty similar to this, with 2 coils and a keychain type of feel there. And now we're ready to start beading. So you're going to find the end that you started with, kind of untangle everything here. And you're going to start by putting your pattern on. So, typically one of these coils will be the equivalent to about 7 inches or so. So you just want to think about your pattern as you're doing that. Or you could string your pattern first and then figure it out and take it all apart and redo it as needed. But either way, it's generally a good idea to have a pattern in mind, or you can just keep it really random. That's the fun thing about a memory wire bracelet. I kind of had a little pattern in mind and went with that. So now we're getting towards the end here, and I'm just going to put the last few beads on that I have. And you see how I'm just poking it and using my wire to lift up these smaller beads. These are 4 by 3 millimeter beads, roundelles. So I'm going to push everything down, and I'm kind of going to check where everything lays on my wrist. So I could keep filling it up, or I could stop here. So I'm going to try it on and just test it. And again, I'm keeping all the beads kind of pushed down so there's no wire showing in the middle. And I think this will be good. I kind of want to end the ends right across from each other. So this will be a good time to stop for me. So I suggest testing it out now and then. See where the beads are lying, what you like. The bigger the beads are, the more room they'll take up, so you got to keep that in mind. But right here is where I'm going to cut about 3/4 of an inch, or leave 3/4 of an inch behind. So I'm going to cut off this excess wire here, and I'm going to be left with a 3/4 inch tail here. And that should be plenty to wrap around twice, like we started off with. So again, I'm going to use my round nose pliers and bend the wire in a continuous coil so that I end with 2 coils of the wire. This is just good. It's a little design, but it also keeps the beads from kind of falling off. I make a little minor adjustments using my different pliers to make sure everything is nice and round. But pretty much I want it to match my original coils. I'm just going to flatten everything down, make sure it all looks kind of just nice and put together. And now I'm going to take my 2 charms, which I've already put jump rings on. A jump ring is just a little ring that you can open and close to slide things on. So this is where I like to use the chain nose pliers. So I find the opening and I anchor with one hand and then twist with the other hand. And then I can simply just slip on my charm onto the end loop that I created. I'm just going to twist shut until it's pretty flush. You don't see any light in between, so you don't want to see an opening. And again, I'm going to do the same thing here. Find the opening. It'll be a faint little line. Anchor near it and then twist with my other guy, my other plier. And now I can either put it on this coil in the back, or I could put it on the same coil I originally put the first charm on. And that's what I'm going to do here. Just simply close it back up and check that everything is nice and flush. And really that's all there is to it. So it's great to use extra beads or any kind of beads you have lying around. You can make a pattern like this. You can add random charms to it. Here's another one I did using Z beads and wood beads and some Roman glass beads. So it's just really fun to pair and wear. It almost is like a stack bracelet, but it's all in one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button or subscribe to our channel to find out how to make more fun projects or how to do a certain technique. Happy beading from us at Firefly.